I am currently getting all packed up, a 3-month legendary trip through Europe.
Sunday.
Yeah, 3 days left in the Dolomites. It's been an amazing trip here in Amsterdam. I am currently getting all packed up, ready to go. We're heading to the Dolomites. How we doing, dog?
Speechless.
You know, I've taken trips with different teammates probably around every 60 to 90 days. The intention of kind of like leveling up a different area of the business and also just connecting on a more human level. You know, we operate this remote team of amazing creatives from all over the world. You know, we have brand strategists in Canada, we have founder success people in Australia, people all over. But I think important thing to do is actually have that human element to what we're doing, right? And actually bringing people together and being able to just connect more in person gives us the chances to unlock, you know, serendipity and other just amazing aspects that you probably wouldn't be able to unlock otherwise. So here we go. It's about to pour here. So we're going to probably have to get running. Let's go.
This could be your year.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to explore is like infographic, video, infographic, like mixing carousel with like static stuff and then video. So like the snippets of your YouTubes could be also be like infographic, and you know, it's like show rather than tell, but then I can have this infographic and then like a short video of like, I don't know, like 15 seconds to support whatever I'm trying to put in image.
The B-roll, like music, copy, like these are like the main parts of the brand.
Yeah.
So like it's important that like the B-roll and the photos are like so dialed. We have like legit like movie level shit. You can see the good shit when you see it. Like it's so obvious. It's like, there we go. Like there's like, that's like a movie. Like make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
The brands like over time just got very delicate, but it needs to sit at both the intersection of delicate and really authentic. Like it's almost got to straddle both worlds.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, this guy's like really intelligent, but like, oh fuck, they're just having fun and like fucking around.
Exactly.
And it's like missing all of that right now, just for a number of reasons, including I think it is a bit of the downside, like not in a negative way, but of like the brand of me being by myself and us being a remote team. Because then I'm just like, I'm making the 2 YouTube videos. I'm making 35 carousels a month. I'm making content, but it's like, that's where it's like, okay, I have to get other shit off my plate if I'm literally going to be like a fucking creator, like full time, and just like videoing everything. Like,
No, for sure.
It's like at that point, like you're making like 7 pieces of content a day. I'm like a fucking content machine. You know?
You just have me following you around and like all content.
Real.
Real dog. I wasn't expecting that. It's so good.
Laughing. What a day. 4 days down. 3 days left in the Dolomites, enough to Norway.
Norway on Sunday.
Not bad.
Oh, look at these guys. They just...
All right. Let's go. Whoa. All right. Grazie mille. Doesn't get it. Had a bad little plan for the last day in the Dolomites. It's so sad.
It's already the last day.
Up to Refugio Sofia for a little creative.
Just gonna eat as as usual. The key part of retreat is eat. Rich eats.
About 14 years ago, I went with 3 other roommates. We traveled all through 21 countries all around Europe, and it was by far the most legendary trip of my life. All my roommates ended up going home, and then I ended up flying from Zurich, Switzerland, way to Bangkok, Thailand, and then traveling Southeast Asia for another 3 months. I think this is when I got my first taste of freedom, really the taste of just being in new places, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures. I became addicted, to say the least. Now, fast forward to today, I slow travel around the world, living all around different places. Really excited for these next few months. I think brands are built from also just being expansive, right? And escaping, getting into nature, enjoying yourself, and then becoming inspired. And so this is one of those trips, right? Where we can get outside, get inspired. And I like to think of these as like a soul trip, a chance to just like reinvigorate your creativity, take things to the next level, really just amp it up a bit.
I feel in general, the brand, the content, all this stuff, it just takes care of itself. It's really effortless. Yeah, you don't think about it. Just let it happen. Like some days you film some shit. Some days you don't feel like it. Fuck it. Like as long as, you're generally like doing, living your life,
Looking at tips.
enjoying things, doing cool shit. The rest kind of takes care of itself.
You know what helps sometimes when I go through creative process? It's like these moments where we just do nothing, really do nothing for like, let's say, extended period of time, where you journal and then you just put your attention where you want. Let's say, think about thumbnails. Then you close your eyes and you imagine like your perfect thumbnail. Not like what every creator is doing. Like, what would be your favorite perfect thumbnail? And then you just like imagine it. And then you create it. I think you create your own trend, basically. It's all the creative process behind everything that's what's gonna stick with founders, because I think it's like you don't even have to tell so much. It's like just showing like the process of it.
Yeah.
Founders are gonna be like, oh shit, okay, that's how you do it.
Yeah. That's what we get feedback on all the time, right? It's like people just love to learn just from how you think about things.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're kind of gonna miss the quietness of this place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our peaceful reference, huh?
Just funny, even like the small things, like just like crossing a street, like actually having to like look both ways. These cars like out here, there's just fucking no one.
And just walking in the middle of the road.
Or just being able to go for like a nice hike.
There are nice beaches though. Like not too far.
Perfect. Okay. Last adventure. Yeah, this place is insane. All right, tonight, getting a little 8:15 dinner after wrapping up for the day and going on the midnight hike, chasing the sun. It never sets here, so we're gonna see the sun kiss the ocean and then come back up while at one of the higher peaks in this area. So, the days don't need to end here is the beautiful part. Most days you end at like, 6 p.m. and you're like, damn it, the sun's going down, day's over. Here, nah, that sun ain't never going down. Sometimes, just like in life, you need a mountain, you need the same thing creatively. Some challenge that comes out of nowhere and just helps you tap into those creative juices. And in this case, it was climbing 5 mountains in 5 days, from the Dolomites, Italy to Lofoten, Norway. Nothing better than going on a midnight hike and be able to go on a 1 a.m. cold dip right after. Something special. I think a core memory I won't forget for the rest of my life. Now, oftentimes when I've thought about myself over the years, as I've grown as an entrepreneur, I actually see myself as more of an artist than an entrepreneur. No, there's the art of creating beautiful content with taste, with style, with your tone, your own point of view. The artistry, I think it matters because amidst, a sea of constant noise online, there's something for it to be said for just making things your own. We didn't have to climb 9 mountains in 9 days filming this series. No one told us to do that. That would be crazy. But it's for the artistry, folks. The art.
They're like, those people are definitely from Canada.
The core thing with the coloring right now, at least Memo, is just, we want it to look like real and rich, not like bloomy. Go and audit the video, please, to make sure it's all dialed in. Thank you.
So that's what I did for now, so far.
Nice.
I think it's pretty clean. I'm not sure if I want to go like with these kind of colors, even though like it grabs the attention. I like the minimalism a bit, and like
I think it's nice that you did it just very delicately. I would leave that how it is, but like I would say almost like this is ready to ship.
subtitles. I already laid out some examples. Serif font. I think it's hard to read for me, and personally, I wouldn't do that. This one is Helvetica, bold. I like it.
I think lowercase is the knife. Yeah.
Yeah, lowercase because like it's just easier to read, like for the eye.
Yeah. We just have to like say that we want it, and we have the squad now to do it. Like they're there waiting. They're like, just send us exactly how you want them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What they're going to do is they're going to send us like a 1 minute like sizzle of like, hey, you've sent us all this shit. They understand your brand. We understand your shit. They're going to take some of our footage. They're going to be like, this is how we're going to edit your videos.
Some of that Morton sea salt, that Celtic sea salt, the real shit, into water. Major hack. Get your electrolytes, folks. Third way through the challenge. Bad news, this is gonna be a fucking... This is we're doing it. Damn. That's a sight. That's why you go to the summit, You finish what you started. You never know what's on the other side.
Most founders, they live in spreadsheets and strategy decks, but sometimes you just got to climb a mountain, 5 mountains actually. Not because it makes sense, doesn't make business sense. Not because there's an ROI calculation or any crazy thinking behind it, but just because it's what your soul is calling you to do. It's because the mind, that solves problems in conference rooms isn't the same mind that solves them from 10,000 feet. This is what they don't teach you in business school. Sometimes the most strategic thing you can do is the thing that makes no sense. Dragging camera equipment up a mountain face to film a video about personal branding, that's not content creation. That's more like creative rebellion. These side quests, these deliberate departures from logic, they're not distractions. They're where the real work happens, where exhaustion strips away the performative bullshit and leaves you with just truth, raw footage, no retakes.
Is yours?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's mine.
You want it?
Yeah. I like it.
This guy likes that shit.
I like it.
That's a sick fuck.
The difference in between all the faces you read, and the grass ain't green.
Frisande.
And it starts to like take some of our animations that we've got, but then this is like, do we like this? How do you update it? Next. Do we like this? How do you update it? Next. I think life is short, right? And too many of us live like we're just going to live forever. And I think that when you realize that you're going to die and you really think about that for a second, like internalize that, you really start to wonder, like, what's the life that you really want to live? When I've gone and reflected on what I want to leave here on earth in my short time here, I'm really here to help humanity, help you go and unlock your full creative potential. I think a lot of us forget we didn't start our business to work more than we ever have. We started them because we wanted more life. But somewhere along the way, the work took over. The things that gave us energy, travel, movement, nature, connection, those got pushed aside. For me, that never made sense. Because what's the point of building something successful if you have to give up the very things that make you feel alive? That's why I work from places like this, the mountains in Norway, the trails in the Dolomites. I can hike in the morning, make deals in the afternoon, and end the day watching the sun drop behind a ridge. It's not about escaping the work. It's about integrating it into the life you actually want. Designing it so your energy stays full and your days feel like they're yours. Because freedom isn't about time or money. It's about building something that lets you live exactly how you want while you still can. If there's one question I'd encourage you to ask more of in your life when you're at a crossroads, it's this: what would make the better story? Just go do it. You got this.